Chapter 15. Back in Elfland. When Bill and Miss Flock go back into the class, Grandma Deb sits on the bench where Bill hid. "This was a lot for me," she says. "We must go to Elfland," Matt tells her, "and you must stay with us." Grandma Deb nods. They will go back to Elfland. Matt still has the spelling pen in his hand. He casts a spell. The pen glints. A mist fills the hall. They all vanish in a blink into the fog. With a big flash, Matt, Liz, and Grandma Deb land with a thump on wet grass. Matt's spell brings them to Elfland. They are in the big thicket next to the path to the elf clan. "We are back in Elfland," Liz yells. Matt and Liz jump up. "Matt, I must have a hand to get up," kids Grandma Deb. Matt sticks his pen in his pocket. "We must get to Twigs and Mel," Matt says, helping Grandma up. "Let us stay on the path." "Who is Mel?" asks Grandma Deb. "Mel is an elf. He and his pal Twigs got us to where King Gris was," Matt adds, as they go down the path. Liz tells Grandma Deb what their quest was like in Elfland. Then Matt tells her how odd things were this past day. Liz asks her, "Why did the basilisk call you Sun Kid Deb?" "When I was a kid, I got this spelling pen as a gift," Grandma Deb squints. "I was 10 when I had a quest in Elfland, just like you did." "So you were in Elfland on a quest just like us," Liz yelps. Grandma Deb nods. "Back then, Basilisk Craig ran Elfland, and it was as bad as it got. The Red Obelisk was for all to get a wish, but the basilisk had a plan to entrap the obelisk. Then," she adds, "all were at risk. I went to Elfland to help the griffins. We hid the Red Obelisk in Obelisk Land, and the basilisk left Elfland. All went well until King Gris. That is when you got the spelling pen as a gift." Liz and Matt flinch when she says King Gris. "I can tell the basilisk is at the helm of this mess. King Gris is just a puppet," Grandma Deb says. Matt jumps in. "So the basilisk did not like Griffin's descent?" "It was the basilisk's plan to get King Gris to dig in Elfland and kick the griffins out," Liz grunts. "That is why he sent King Gris to get rid of them. He led the way for all of this," Matt adds. "I think so," Grandma Deb says. Matt stops. "There is Mel's hut on our left," he says. "Where are the imps, the goblins, and the elf clan?" Liz asks. "It is so still," Matt says. "That is odd, is it not?" Then there is a yell from the hut. "Matt, Liz, Sun Kids, is that you?" "Mel? Twigs?" Liz says. She sprints to the hut, but it is a trap. The basilisk jumps out of Mel's hut. It grabs Liz by the leg. Then it grabs... The basilisk jumps out of Mel's hut. It grabs Liz by the leg. Then it grasps Matt by the belt of his pants. The basilisk jumps out of Mel's hut. It grabs Liz by the leg. Then it grasps Matt by the belt of his pants. Grandma Deb picks up a thick branch and swings it. She thumps the basilisk on its leg. The basilisk drops the kids and it falls down. Matt brings out the spelling pen. The basilisk grins as it spots the pen, but Matt is fast and he jots down, "Bring us to the Red Obelisk." Just then, the basilisk hangs on to Matt's hand and grabs Liz. They all vanish.